And I just want to demonstrate to you real quickly how simple it is to connect light tape. Light tape is flexible, can go around corners anywhere. It's good for indoor, it's good for exterior applications. And the beautiful part is that you can take an entire roll 150, 200 feet long like this with one simple connector on one end and light up the entire roll. And you won't have any line drop from one end to the other. The color and the brightness will be identical along the entire length of the roll. We have created a very, very unique connection system for light tape. It's good for indoors, outdoors, even underwater. It's completely waterproof when it's done according to directions. It's a simple matter of take your light tape, you want to measure it. This could be a 50-inch piece or a 100-inch piece wide, or a 10-inch piece wide, or a 1-inch piece wide as I'm showing here. But we want to make sure that the finished width across the light tape fits inside of the connector so that the seal is very, very accurate. So I'm just going to cut this down to a little bit less than 1 inch. It's a very, very simple thing. We're going to connect it using these little piercing contacts that come direct from the factory, just like this, with this little weather strip sealing that's inside of here. If you can squeeze a pair of little needle nose pliers like this, you can connect light tape. Light tape has a little groove on the back. As you can see, a couple of little tabs there. We want to make sure that each of the connectors is on opposite sides of the grooves and that they don't cross that center line. If they do, you might end up with a little bit of a shorten. If that happens, it's no big deal. Simply cut the light tape back and repeat the process. But in this application here, this is the lit side, by the way. I should explain that to you. There's a lit side and there's a side that doesn't light. The silver looking side is the back of the lamp, and that's your electrode on the rear side. So now we'll just take this little pliers here, kind of line it up, be sure that it's going to fit securely inside after done, and just squeeze it. Just simply squeeze it, just like this here. Nothing to it. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'll put my glasses on. Okay, folks, here we go. We're going to line up the lamp, make sure it's inside of the connector, and then just bring these little tabs completely through the light tape. Just squeeze it firmly and you'll be connected. Repeat it on the other side, and I want to emphasize to you that you don't go across that center line there with both connectors. They have to be on opposite sides with the center line. So just kind of spread them out and see to it that you're making that type of a connection. And then again, squeeze it. See the prongs come through. When you get a close-up shot of that, you'll see the little prongs are through. Okay? Now you're basically connected. You're done with the light tape connection. What we want to do is ensure that there's no moisture gets inside of it, so we peel back this little protective, and then you've got a very, very secure barrier connector inside. A barrier, it's like a rubber, very, very sticky rubber. Press that down into it on that side, like so. Press it real strong, real well, and make sure it's down there tight. And then we have a top. The top has a little hole in it, and there's a reciprocating hole on the bottom. You're gonna put a little screw through it after we're all done. Just simply peel off this protective liner. Okay. And if you can do this, just put it in that little hole there. Okay, looks like this when it's finished. It's a matter of simply picking up a couple of little twisties like this guy here, which we already had pretty much hooked up for you. And here's about a 100-foot roll of light tape. As you can see, it comes on big rolls. Little power supply, turn it on. Not very bright. Let's adjust it. Very simple, a little shot there. Tune it up until you get it at the level that you like it. And there's your light strip all connected. Isn't that cool? And light tape is perfect for backlighting signage. Images come to life with bright, vivid colors. We simply take a standard piece of light tape, and we would then put an overlay in front of it, just to give you an idea. Cut it to size, whatever it could be. As a matter of fact, we've already got a Little circular image here done that's already laminated. It's got our little light tape tab on it, as you can see. It would be a matter of cutting it so that it's going to fit into that little connector. So we want to make sure on doing this that this does not exceed 1 inch in width, so it's going to fit directly inside of this light tape connector like this. And it'll look like this little guy. See? But you got to remember that center line in the back of the graphic. See? We want always to take our graphic, such as this, position it so that we have equal amounts of area on both sides of that line. That's a very important part of the thing. Then you would connect it as you normally would. However, we want to make sure that the lamp is laminated, and in the event that you wanted to leave a little tab so you don't go inside of the graphic area, you can do that and connect your light tape right there. And as you can see, the center line is right down the center of both hemispheres here. All light tape lamps are laminated in a material called Claris. It's a high moisture barrier film that has very unique properties, long life, extreme clarity, and very flexible. We're going to trim the Claris material around the light tape, and it's going to appear something along these lines. We left about 1/8 of an inch on this. You could leave 1/4 of an inch, whatever you wish. And if you'll notice, there's a little tab, and there's your center line. Your hemispheres are equal, and this is what light tape looks like when it's lit. Light tape power supplies come preset from the factory at optimal brightness levels, which will give you the longest life of your lamp. They can be adjusted in the field with a simple little Phillips screwdriver, as you can see, one up and down. As simple as that. They have an on-off switch, they're lightweight, they're cool. And by the way, light tape is the most efficient light bulb in the world. It's also the largest, the longest, the thinnest, the flattest. It carries the Energy Star for efficiency. And by the way, Electro-LuminX is the manufacturer of light tape. Light tape is patented. We make it in rolls 1,500 feet long, as wide as 30 inches, and it's available to you in widths of 1/4 inch all the way on up through 30 inches in the full length of the roll. We make it in any color, and we're very proud to offer you the finest, most energy efficient electroluminescent lamp that the world has ever seen. Remember the name, we call it light tape. You'll call it unbelievable. Check us out. We're at www.lighttape.com. Thank you.